Welcome to Rich Conversations. Let's talk about seeing things happen before they happen. Cool, right? Over the last 5 years, I've generally developed this ability, and it's amazing. But what's even more amazing is that anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. And it will lead to living a calmer and more enjoyable life. But let me back up. So I've been practicing for 5 years. I've been training my mind to be able to do this for 5 years. It started in 2018. I was on the family farm in a field, and I was riding a tractor that I've ridden a lot in my life. And I hear a loud pop. So I see a tree line up ahead, and so I shift to neutral, right? But by the time I look up, there's flames already surrounding the cab, and my stomach just drops. And I just think, I gotta jump. So I open the cab door, there's flames already there. I know I'm gonna get burned, and I just jump, right? And I just kind of wake up on the ground. And ever since that day and that near-death experience, I asked myself, how do I live a greater life? I want this. How do I do it? And something I came across among many other sources was I reread the book Sacred Hoops by Phil Jackson. This is one of the most influential books on me because I've used what's in it and applied it to my life, and I've seen the results. But the philosophy that Phil Jackson used to coach the Chicago Bulls and Los Angeles Lakers to a total of 11 championships in the NBA, I simply just applied to my life, right? We don't have to reinvent the wheel. This clearly, whatever they're doing, it's working. It has worked, right? So I don't have to start from scratch. I can pull from, this source, right? And then pull from other sources too. And just learn and just keep at it, keep practicing every single day. And so I have two amazing results and developed remarkable abilities, right? Phil's philosophy five individuals thinking as one will beat 5 individuals thinking for themselves. He wanted his teams to play selfless basketball, where there's an ultimate goal, a larger goal, and everyone has a role to execute or a role to play in order to get to that ultimate goal, right? You're on a journey together, and everyone's role is important. Some roles are bigger than others, and that's okay. But every role is important, right? But he would introduce kind of mindfulness and meditation into professional sports and these teams. And to think as one, what we do is train our mind. We quiet the mind, right? Clear the mind so that we can see and observe what is happening. What is happening right here, right now, in this moment? Being present and being aware. Awareness. Being aware of what is happening. So, right away, you're not going to be able to do it. And no one is able to do it right away. But you can take steps and practice just clearing your mind, quieting the mind, and especially the ego, right? To understand I'm part of something bigger, and I'm going to do my role, right? But quiet the mind so that we just see what's happening. So in an instance of basketball, right, it's less about forcing yourself and forcing yourself on the opponent. It's rather letting everything kind of come to you. So you read what the defense is doing, and then you just react accordingly, right? You don't need to run plays. And more, when you consistently just practice this, you see patterns, and you can even more easily react to them. And we can apply the same concept to life, right? We go about our day, things are happening, right? We just react to them, though. Just observe what is happening. Be out of our heads, right? We're in our heads so much, and Americans are, I feel, just in their heads all the time, telling themselves stories and just quiet. What's happening, right? And being present so you can react, right? And like on the basketball court, soon you don't have to exert yourself. You don't have to impose. You don't have to forcefully stand. You just react accordingly. You're calm. And you see patterns. And so these patterns in life will keep coming up over and over. Yeah, every day is different, and every day, can be different things, but you're dealing with humans, right? And you can, as humans, we're the same here as we are over here, just fundamentally, right? And so with this philosophy, you're focusing on just fundamentals, and these fundamentals you can practice and apply with everything. And it takes a lot of work and patience. Patience is the rarest commodity in society today. But if you can really commit yourself to being patient and training your mind and fulfilling that desire to be better, you're going to eventually come across remarkable results. Now, I'm working to create and be a part of something bigger with these abilities, right? But that doesn't mean I can't have some fun in the meantime. And so I can pull these kind of party tricks. Something I developed is the ability to do these like party tricks by just like knowing what's going to happen. Because it is fun. It is a lot of fun. It's cool when you're having a conversation with somebody and then in a notebook, you just like write something down, close the notebook, and then 45 minutes later in that conversation, they'll say something and you say, open the notebook. And they open it and it's exactly like what they said or the solution to what they said or blah, blah, blah. And they're just like, whoa, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And it's fun. That's a fun thing. And it can be really helpful for people, right? Like there are times I've had people in the apartment and I keep this like quote over here or something I wrote down is everything is right in front of us. See it, act on it, right? So someone will be here and a friend and they're telling me about their day and then, eventually they kind of come to this idea or this conclusion, and I just point. I'm like, oh my God, there it is, blah, blah, blah. You knew it, blah, blah, blah. It's fun. Or I'll be out. I'll be like, I bet within the next half hour, they're going to dim the lights. And they're like, what? Why do you think that? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, this lighting's offensive. It's disruptive to my being. No, I'm like, just like the energy is going to be different if we dim the lights. It'll be better for everyone. And then all of a sudden, the lights dim in like 15 minutes. What? Oh my God. But it's things like this that are cool, like because you're present and you observe what's around you and what is happening. You can take what happens here and then go in another space, and the fundamentals of every space and every person, they're all the same in a way. It's recognizing these patterns and seeing them come up and just kind of playing with them, having fun with them. But again, it has to, it's a lot of fun, but you got to work towards it, right? We got to work towards it every single day. And it's so beautiful. And I hope to share how to do this with more people so that we can all think as one, right? So we have many of us thinking as one. And then we win championships. Which our championship is just creating a better world. A better world for more people so we can live more beautifully together.